Okay.
Just out of curiosity, Kemo, did you actually identify what you fired at, or just fired?
It was angry and running at me like it wants to eat me.
It approached me in an unfriendly manner.
Yes.
There it is.
Well, you may want to pull back as well.
Holy shit, that thing's fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it entered in my sight, though, so I can take a shot at it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it pretty much leaps at you with its horns to try to stab you with the horns. I get a target here real quick.
It sounded like a lot of dice.
All right, so let's go for that. All right, and if you're going to try to dodge, you better dodge.
Well, did he go after my hologram?
Is there a modifier for that?
So, I'm at -7 to be seen, and then my
Okay.
hologram is 1 yard away from me and is easily seen.
Okay.
So he has to determine. You have to determine which one he went after.
Now, is your hologram psychic or light-based?
Yes. Well, it's light based. It's a psi power, but it's light.
Okay. All right. Visible light?
Visible light.
Okay. All right. That's he's got infravision. So
I believe it works with infravision. Let me double check.
All right.
That's photo refraction. I think that's the invisibility one.
Mm-hmm. To an extent, yeah.
Yeah, it works against infravision.
All right then.
The stats say obscure, extended infravision. Yep.
Okay. So he needs to be able to observe you at -7 vision.
Yep.
All right, stand by. Hey, could you do me a favor? When you get a chance, is create a custom condition or a custom modifier that can be listed on when I target you. That way, I can see that that's the modifier to be seen or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think you can do it with the in the power or whatever. So anyway, yeah, let me get this vision, superstition vision thing here figured out. This guy. Yeah. Okay, so
And,
he absolutely killed the hologram.
Okay.
So oop, that's not you. That's Kemo. I need this guy.
The hologram actually died?
Well, unfortunately, the critter nailed the wall because he was trying to,
Yeah.
Gore
Thing, yeah.
Gore the raccoon. Yeah. So it nailed the wall.
fall
I mean,
down in
hard.
grass and stuff.
It hit it hard because it was coming at full tilt. And so this thing is really nasty. It's got like these huge horns, and I swear they must be like 6-inch long talon. And it's got freaking teeth like you wouldn't believe. It is a nasty little critter.
Okay. So for my
Unfortunately,
for my shot, that would happen at the same time here.
yeah.
I wouldn't have time to aim for a body part, so I'm just going for main body.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, it gave me the -3 to range target. That's quite okay.
Yeah, because you're 8 yards away. That's all right.
Well, the thing is, I gotta figure out a way to make it where it doesn't recognize those range penalties, but doesn't give me a bonus for,
Uh-huh.
you know.
You may have to go in there and just click the range off for the time being. I'm sure there's a way to do it, just that I'm not smart enough on it at this moment. I'll find out.
I'll tinker with it and see what I can figure out.
Damage?
All right. Roll. And roll.
Lord.
And roll. There you go.
Yeah.
154.
Yeah. It's 3
If
rounds.
it's not dead, I'm running.
What?
Max.
Did my 4 shots seem to do anything to it?
Well, it was bleeding when we saw it hit the wall, but I think the damage that Sam did to it.
You barely even kissed it. Come on. Those were like love taps.
And just
Like
think,
the little beastie.
that's not even my
Oh,
special.
okay.
That's not even my special rounds. That's just my regular rounds.
Well, the critter is dead.
That's
It's
good.
dead. To put it bluntly,
So I don't need to start aiming.
no, you will not need to aim.
I hope Kemo wore
They
his
say
brown
there's
heads
2
today.
more coming.
Let's do this one instead.
Um,
I'm just gonna give you a little screenshot to enjoy.
Oh, all right.
Here it comes.
Oh dear God!
Enjoy.
Where's that at?
I got-
On Discord?
I gotta share that with chat. Oh my goodness.
Between you and Kemo. Yeah, so you did 229 points. He took it to -3, so it was reeling, and then you put it in the ground.
Wow.
Not in the ground. I mean, spread over the ground.
Yeah,
That's fertilizer right there.
yeah. One of those shots. I don't know how it happened, but the randomizer put a shot through the vitals.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
there you go.
So one of them was the vitals. So there's like five quadruple damage in there. But anyway, so that guy is cratered. Cratered, I mean. And it's Biaggio's turn.
Yeah, I'm not moving up. I'm just holding, still braced up against the wall. I was going
All
to
right.
start aiming at that thing, but since it's dead, he says there's
There's
2
2 more coming.
So I'm waiting.
All right, then. Yeah, hit your weight
So
maneuver.
So as soon as I see one, I'll shoot it.
And I recommend Kemo when it gets around to your time, make a mad dash back here to us.
Yeah.
How do you put it in weight mode?
Go to your maneuvers. You can do that, or you can click the box in the combat tracker.
Click the box.
Yeah, a little green box.
Yeah. Move, aim, change position, evaluate.
Mic off.
Probably at the bottom of the list.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Since it's a W.
It's scrollable.
All right, I'm on it.
All right.
End turn.
Yep. Okay, Ehlayreus.
I've taken a step backwards and waiting.
All right.
Mic on.
All right. Well, here's some growling, screeching, howling noises. Comes the first one. Let's see if it's smart enough to figure us out here.
Oh, damn.
3 minus 2. And open this sheet.
Your turn, Biaggio.
Oh, shit. One of the babies saw you. Okay. Here comes the headbutt.
Does Biaggio get a chance to get a shot in before that happens?
Well, he was waiting, but...
Yeah. Well, I don't know how fast it's moving, so...
Yeah, well,
I mean, the big headbutt could still happen. I mean, he can shoot it while it's moving, and it's still going to hit him.
Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely going to be a hit, potential hit. We just need to see if the raccoon can dodge. And he avoids it. Okay, so this monster is... I don't know why. Oh, that's why. 'Cause is in your face. And now can be shot at.
Okay, so...
And it's not paying attention to Biaggio, so...
It says it's a -3, and do I get a plus for bracing?
Uh-huh.
That's 2, is that correct?
Yeah, +2 for bracing.
Yeah, I was trying to look at the list. Okay, so I have that, and we are firing. -1 on there.
We should have -3 for range as well.
-3 for range, +2,
Yes.
so -1 total.
Yeah. And looks like you have a possibility of 3 rounds that could have hit it.
Okay. How do I select 3 rounds?
You just
I believe
see.
it was...
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a button you can hit, right?
Correct.
I think so. I think you can go to your damage on your character sheet.
Huh?
And you can right-click it, I think, and it'll bring up a box.
3, multiple rolls.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Okay, and I can just drag and drop it on the Quita.
That one pen was about a bad hit.
All right, there's something weird going on here.
Well, this is making me
well.
this is making me think about with Kemo being way out there, as small as he is. This past weekend had the Cub Scouts camping trip, and
Oh, nice.
and my son, he caught the bug. He caught the bug something fierce. And when I say caught the bug, every time there was free time in between all the different events they had for the kids to be doing. So every time they had a spot, this is free time. Daddy, can we go fishing? So, and now I'm picturing Kemo being out there as bait.
My hologram's the bait.
And babies aren't so tough.
I would also take a shot. Anything, take a shot at that.
Well, wait for the next one. Oh, wait, they're both there. Oh, no, they're not. This is working out great for you, Kemo. They come at you and then they die.
Oh, crap. I didn't mean to move to that your turn yet, so give me a second here. I finish this. Alright. I should get one more because he's got a full-on thing. Alright.
You just call me bait.
Mm-hmm. Sugar bait.
And the babies aren't too smart either, so.
Well, that's sad, no?
Oh, he found you. And it's attacking. You got a critical success on the perception roll there, Chief. So, prepare for the headbutt.
I was on a weight maneuver. Can I take a shot at it?
Yeah, it's still going to wind up crashing into him, Kemo, unless you drop it.
Well, if he did a critical success, I can't dodge.
No, that was the critical success for the perception,
Oh, okay.
not for the attack. Now for the attack.
Missed it.
Oh, well, okay.
They saw you, but he still was just slightly distracted.
And it missed you too anyway. Well, we're all having a good old time here, aren't we? Okay. And, all right. And we're firing at the hunting rifle at the thing. Okay. 3 possible rounds. And you guys are getting good with this bracing and stuff. All right, so the same procedure. Go right-click on the damage for your on your character sheet for this, and there you go. All right. Okay, let's see what happens to this one.
The 19th. Yeah, it's got to be dead because it's more damage than I did.
Right, but each shot gets adjusted by that thing's armor. So just because it's more total damage doesn't mean that the total damage will actually be more than yours. Because you got 2 20s and a 10 in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so gets a roll at -1 and then a roll at -2. Well, let's just make it -2. All right, and the second roll also at -1. Okay.
Oh man, I had all my stuff already set up and everything.
And that's the end of combat.
All right, let me trash
Nice.
let me trash my little thing there. I was trying to get ahead of the game there, Scott, and had all my all my adjustments, everything in place. So, Kemo, a suggestion for you. There is a perk to pick up. It's what I've got on Samuel Adams. That way you don't have to even announce that. I have an SOP that I run, and it's called off-screen reload. So, combat's over, it's just assumed that I reload my weapon.
Oh, I'm very aware of that perk. I just didn't feel like spending the point on it. So
I
I'm
got
good
you.
at remembering.
I'm not.
Yes. L would take a moment to reload.
Yep.
Okay.
I will too.
I lost my doors.
So can you describe these things?
But hey, that's awesome, because that means, well, everybody except for Kemo managed to kill one, but Kemo did a great job of giving us a real central spot to aim at.
Yeah.
It's true.
I look at the first one, I look at you, I look at the first one, I count the number of holes in it. I look at you again, and I say, I think that I killed this, you didn't.
You're welcome to think.
I got the first 4 rounds into it. It slid to a stop at my feet.
Like all 3 of them did.
I mean, hey, you're welcome to your opinion, even if it's wrong. But you're welcome to it.
Okay, do we want to continue moving in?
Yep. But let's try to keep ourselves together here. But I don't want to be in this tight corridor. So
Let's see how this goes.
I'm gonna move to here.
And can you describe what we're dealing with?
Okay, so these creatures, like I said, there's 2 smaller ones, and then there's the larger one. The larger one, has like these 9 to 10 inch long horns and claws that are probably 6 inches long, very sharp looking. Got a mouthful of needle sharp teeth. And it's got a very, very tough skin, although it didn't seem to help it. And of course, it looks like it could also climb walls because of the claws being so hook-like.
Brownies, go away.
Brownies? Damn it.
I'm smelling fresh bread. Yeah, y'all heard that too. That's for that teacher's story. What?
Luckily, I have a protein bar that's chocolate fudge, so.
There you go.
I'm sitting here smelling fresh brownies. I'm going, wait, where's that smell coming from?
Yep. Like, I got smell-o-vision over here. So anyway, so this critter was the big one was probably somewhere around 9 feet tall or long.
Ow.
Walked semi-hunched over. And the smaller ones were, maybe 6 feet tall.
Okay, so that goes to my other question that I never got to ask about this quote-unquote cave that we're in.
Uh-huh.
How tall is the roof?
Probably about 8 or 9 feet tall, easily. But remember, these things were running hunched over, so it was really at standing height, maybe 6 feet.
Right. Okay. Well, I hope that's not coming over here. Stepped on the front porch to have a smoke, and I keep on getting strobe lights, and I looked off to the north, and there is one super active thunderstorm.
Nice.
Oh.
All right. Did Kemo move out of front?
So I don't need either.
That's not that far out in front. Come on.
All right, give me just a second because I stepped away from my screen.
Okay, that's fine.
I did put myself in position, but Kemo, if you want to carefully and stealthily work your way forward and just kind of report back, and you two, if you want to keep roughly a, hold on, I'm doing my math.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Keep roughly
Right.
keep about a 15-yard distance
Okay,
from him.
Kemo. All right, so Kemo, from what you can see, past the water is more tunnel, but it ends in a huge door or metal wall, if you will. And there is a panel just to the very right frame of the door. Unfortunately, I did not have a door tile. I don't know why it's not there, but it's supposed to be there.
It's all good. We can pretend.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you can.
We're pretty good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll let you guys know there's a door up there.
A hunk of metal, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to continue in.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any other passages that branched off before you go in there?
There's a side room here, but it's not very big. It's to my left.
Just a room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a view.
Hey, this works because I can't see where he's at, and I'm just running by radio with him, so this works fantastic.
What the hell?
All right, Kemo, we'll
with the infrared goggles, does the slab, give it? Is it warm? Do I see any signs of heat?
The door? It's cold.
all right, we'll regroup with you over at the door. All right, guys,
I radioed that quietly to the others.
let's go regroup with Kemo.
I'm going to stay right here until you guys catch up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like ketchup.
I don't either. There's a door there. I see the door. I see the door logo thing that I can click on to try to tell it to open or close. Oh, but it opens. Damn it!
Yeah, thank you.
I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a locked door.
Yeah, well, work got out of hand this week, and I wasn't able to finish doing the door, so.
Let me know when you're ready for me to move up.
We're ready.
All right, let's go, Kemo. Ooh, look, I'm glowing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kemo, I got you covered. Let's check that door.
And I'm covering them from back here.
Yeah, for
Oh,
some
like
reason I
Allstate.
can't move my character. I think you're too close.
Damn
There we
bird's
go.
the bird's too damn big.
Pretty birds.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll open it if I can.
Yep. Well, I say check the door for any kind of potential mishaps before you try opening it.
Describe the door.
It is, it appears to be like maybe, steel, somewhat rusted, although it does seem to have some sort of, anti-corrosive paint on it. It's still rusted because it's been a long time. And, there is a panel on the door frame on the right side of it that, how should I say, looks pretty worn out, and some of the buttons are missing. But there's
Okay.
a slot in it, and it's basically got it's like a, 9 or 10 button keypad, and a slot of some sort, probably about 2 or 3 inches across.
Okay, I'll get out my electronic lockpick kit,
Mm-hmm.
and I will. Well, first I'm going to see if the door will just open.
Okay.
Will it open without me using lockpicking at all?
From what you can tell, there's no way to open it without using the electronic opener.
Okay. All right, cover me, and then I take the time to do the lock picking.
Okay. Is what kind of lock? That's just regular tech level 8 with lock picks?
He's got an
It's
electronic lock picking thing, so it
It's
should.
electronic.
Yeah, so it should have given
Yeah.
him a +2 to the roll.
Okay. Okay, so missing. Do you have an electronic lockpick set you're using?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
From what you can tell, the panel doesn't have power to it.
Okay. Not sure if the electronic lockpick kit comes with batteries. Let me see if I've got other toolkits on me.
Okay.
Oh. Damn it. I can't give you that idea.
I do not have any other toolkits with me.
You what?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have those with me. They're too heavy.
Do you have a screwdriver?
I would imagine that I have a screwdriver with the kit.
Then hopefully.
That's not necessarily true. Do you have a multi-tool at least?
That multi-tool if you need it.
No.
Okay. Y'all may have to walk back to the vehicle and get the tools you need then.
Nope. Biaggio has one.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a
Just
multi-tool?
light it up. Or what do we call this? Multifunctional knife. I'm sorry.
There you go.
That'll work.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I come up and hand it to him.
Thanks.
But it's Biaggio's size, so you gotta use with your hands. Sorry. I couldn't resist that one.
It's a two-handed screwdriver.
I don't know. Is fit for size modifier 1 or size modifier 0? Oh.
It's hard to find stuff for my size, really. So.
So he pulls out the main blade and it's like a machete. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess you're gonna have to maybe open this thing up.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to hint at without it being something from Sam, because Sam, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
you wouldn't have thought of it.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah, it's hard to play characters that don't have the knowledge you have. But
Well,
good roleplay, though.
that's why it was so much fun playing Ignacio, because I was able to go, oh, what about
All
putting these things together?
Okay. So what's your next move, Kemo?
I've got the screwdriver, and you want me to take the control panel apart, right?
I don't know.
So, electronics repair.
That would probably be the answer. Yes.
Okay, so it's computer. So, whatever minus.
-2, because it's not. It's something that's. I'm sorry. -4, because it's not a security system.
-4. Here comes the roll.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, okay. So, you managed to pry the panel off, and it just falls right off the wall. There are a few, I would say they're like theta port connections that are loose behind it. They're just kind of hanging there. So when the panel fell off the thing, all that stuff got disconnected. So, yeah.
Electronics operation security.
Well, I mean, yeah, if it was all one piece, yeah, it would probably work. Maybe. So now you got to figure out how to put it together. Right.
Or, you don't have to put it together right, you just got to put it together in a way that'll make the door open.
Okay, so, you want the repair again?
I do have electronics repair medical. I don't know Oh,
Hey,
Yeah,
a lot of times. But
in your medical kit, do you have a battery?
I don't believe so. I have
an A cell with me.
Okay, Kemo, I need you to roll your electronics repair computer again at -4, please, to make an observation. And he does. Okay, you notice that the panel that's been pried off does not have a battery behind it of any sort, even a very small microscopic AA battery, because they are like a pinhead-sized battery.
Okay. Well,
So,
I borrow the battery and put it in.
there's no space for that.
Oh.
Say there's no slot or battery holder.
you have to hot wire it in.
Yeah, it's the to put it bluntly, it's not a battery powered panel. It is a building or externally powered panel.
Duct
So the build
tape and wires.
possibly yes.
Worth a try.
All right. Well, using computer electronics repair, -4, right?
Yep, because it's
So
not.
we'll
Yeah.
attempt, and we'll attempt to hotwire it.
All right.
Double checking. Ah, damn, that wouldn't have helped anyways. Shit. Because the best I can do
Okay.
is a
So your
+1.
first attempt is and also that it's basically what it is. You got your minus for your alternate skill, and also the tech level different too. So yeah, you hook everything up, and you don't get any power. It's possibly you maybe got something in the wrong place, but nothing's smoking. So far so good.
How serious does this door look? Does it look like we could use a crowbar and pop it?
That would be like an architectural roll to determine that.
Yeah, I've been going through all my skills. And I got jack and shit to be able to help you with this.
Yeah, I'm right with you.
Fucking leadership, that's why. And medical.
Yeah,
Y'all got no technician.
Yeah, I've got the electronics repair medical. I can always take a stab at it if you want me to.
Yeah, well, the problem is he's
back and let him.
kind of assessing that door, and they're like, But then again, y'all haven't completely given up yet either, so.
Oh no,
Never.
we're dirty birds. We never give up.
I'll let Elle try.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't been defeated by anything else. We're not going to let a door defeat us. Oh.
Would be the first time in my career.
Oh.
Oh?
Chemo.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Chemo.
It's like there's something going on over there we don't want to know about, maybe.
I want whatever he's having.
Yeah. Ooh. Is that the O face? Because I don't want to see your O face.
Say, Chemo. Get out of the way.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I'm backing up also.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm ducking around the corner. I don't know what you mean back up. I'm taking cover.
You might want to back up just a little bit more, Chemo. All right. Taking aim. Shape charge.
Okay.
And basically we're going to try to blow open the lock.
Okay. Let me put it this way. Perception, vision.
Okay.
Awesome. Made it by 12. You do not see a lock anywhere on the door itself at all. No lock. It's like a solid sheet of steel.
This thing slides in and out of place, most likely.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. I'll aim for the middle of the door.
Okay.
That way Biaggio has a handhold to be able to just yank the thing up. We're going to open this door one way or another.
Yep. Suppose so.
All right. Yeah, I get my accuracy. Woo!
Just roll.
I'm shooting the door. What the hell is the penalty for?
Shoot the door.
Well,
There's
why?
no penalty.
I don't know why it's giving. Oh, because it's still got me targeted on the death claw.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, 1 round. Oh, Jesus.
Succeed.
You used a frickin'... Oh, God. You might have been too close.
I wasn't sure. That was the one spot that I needed to ask you about. Going, I'm using my shape charge. How far away do I need to
Roll
be?
damage. Roll damage. 54. Okay. All right. Okay,
It's not a
so...
whole lot of damage. You're okay.
I should just blow open a nice big hole in the door. But yeah, I may be too close.
Yeah. You're in that range.
All right, so the damage would be divided by, if I remember correctly, 3 because of the yardage.
Okay.
All right, so
And my DR is 52.
What? How'd you get 52 DR?
okay. Is that everywhere?
It's the armor you gave me. So you gave me You gave me armor that covers my torso and my vitals, but you had said that it was going to cover all my stuff. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going off the armor. I'm going off the armor you gave me.
All right, let me see what we got here. What you got? Okay. Well, it's possible that you injured yourself on the extremities,
That's not good.
but your vitals, torso, and groin are protected.
Yay.
So that is. No, we're gonna do.
I may have just taken myself out of this adventure, guys.
It's quite possible because there's 18 damage at 3 yards out with your shape charge, but I'm not going to assess the 10 armor divisor because it's not shaped that direction. And then, of course, there's the 1D and the fragmentation. That's the other fun part I got to roll.
Yeah, I should have backed up a little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 points of cutting damage to extremities and unarmored locations. So,
Okay.
yeah, you fragged yourself?
You know, I'm
And
actually okay with that.
you created a 6-inch hole in the door?
Well, there you go. There's a handhold.
All right.
I'm glad I've got the built-in hearing protection in this combat infantry helmet. That's all I gotta say.
Next time I'll remember to step back a couple more yards.
Yeah. Yeah, because
What?
who the fuck uses the grenade launcher in a
That's right. Kemo's sitting right next to me. Goes, what?
in a fucking cave? Yeah, Biaggio's back there. Heard some pings, shrapnel off the walls and shit. You know, nothing big.
I went way back. Out around the corner there. It's like, oh yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying.
you know, and trust me,
I went
it's
so far
scary.
back it takes me almost 2 rounds to get up here.
It's scary feeling to hear frickin' shrapnel pinging off walls near you. Trust me.
Yeah.
Well,
Personal experience.
and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, going, that Sam's going, oh, that was stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a chunk of metal sticking out of your beak.
Oh,
shiny.
You hurt, Sam?
It's like a new piercing. It's like a new piercing, a nose piercing.
say, hey,
Are you hurt, Sam?
hey, L, I could use a little bit of help. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, and it just whistles when he breathes now.
It's
No,
really
no,
a flesh wound.
Looks fine. Looks great. You're good.
Bring your feathered tuchus over here, and I'll
All right, so let's see what we can do about getting this door semi-open, huh?
Okay.
All right.
I'll take.
Man,
a
did
look inside the
you
hole.
shoot at it directly in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. So the most you'll be able to move it, quite possibly, is 3 feet
But-
until you get a new handhold. But anyhow, all right. So
So-
you look through.
Yeah, look through, see what's going on, shine the light in there.
Okay. 3 feet further in is another door.
Oh, that's lovely.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you son of a
However-
bitch.
However, on inside there, you can see a faint glow from the
The second door?
right side of the room door. Yeah.
Okay.
And while L's patching me up, going, hey, Kemo, I unlocked the door.
What? What?
Okay, so
It's obvious. Yeah, he's got some injuries.
I'll put 2 hands in the hole, and then
Okay.
I will brace myself, putting 1 foot up against the edge on the opposite side. I'll burn a fatigue point,
Uh-huh.
spend a couple rounds to concentrate on this,
Mm-hmm.
and do my power blow to try to push this door back out of the way.
God. I'm going to rip this. It doesn't even have hinges. He's going to rip it off the hinges.
So you're pulling toward one of the walls,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Right.
Okay.
So pulling down here towards the south. So
Okay.
I'll be over here and pulling it towards me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Give me a I guess a strength roll or whatever, and
Well, he's got to
I'll
roll.
tell you what
He's got to roll his power blow first to see if he gets the bonus strength from it.
okay.
Right. So I'm going to do 3 rounds of gearing up. So I think
Okay.
I'm still at a -2. Right?
All right. Whatever. Yeah. Go for it.
-2 on this. Powerball.
I was saying, just take rather than take the 3 seconds. Take your full time to get the whole bonus.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right. So you yank to the south, and the door does not even budge.
Oh.
Okay, so obviously there's something I'm missing at this door. Start inspecting it and see. Does it go up? Does it go the other way? Does it give me any type of sign which way this door's supposed to go?
Okay. Well, it definitely doesn't go up or down because there's no scratch marks vertical on it. There are some scratch marks on it horizontally.
Okay.
Pull the
And
other
if
one.
you recall, the panel is on the right door frame.
Oh, on the right. Okay. I should have said I was going to do it the opposite side. I just assumed it was
Yeah.
on the left.
Because I mean, who puts the doorknob on the side where the hinges are?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I saw a door that looks like that online. You know.
Okay. Well, I haven't.
So let's try this again. I'll
But the other way?
spend I'll spend the whole time
Okay.
on it so I don't have a penalty
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah, you do. I mean, after all, he's, what's his name back there with the band-aids?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, got the power blow rolling.
All right, so power
Yep.
blow gives him at that
Fully
level
stacked up.
44.
should 44 strength.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
How do I roll 44 strength?
The easiest
that's
way,
really good.
the easiest way to do is just to do /3d6, and we know you're rolling against a 44. There's a way to do it. You can click on. Was it this? No. Oh, I had this way back when. Was it?
Yeah, I don't have a door strength, so I can't give you a quick contest.
No, it doesn't include the 44 on there.
Okay. I think there's a way to do it. I just don't know what it is. I'll have to ask the forum later. Wow!
Whoa!
I did, yeah, because you rolled 44.
I know. I told
44
it versus 44, and it rolled it 44 times.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, in any case, yeah, we have 44 results of 3d6 rolls. Doesn't have any impact on what's going on here at the door with the new door handle. But Biaggio manages to yank it to the north by 3 feet.
Right. And then I'll brace and grab the very far edge.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then,
rinse and repeat.
yes.
Door's open.
Oh. I don't like that sound effect.
I'm not really
Yeah.
sure. I'm not really sure that's the sound that door made with you doing that.
No, it's not. But I haven't had a chance to engineer a audio that I want for it.
Okay, so.
But I definitely don't
here
want
we are.
noises either.
And yeah, I can't do nothing about this door. The
Nope,
light
it's a- yeah.
control panel.
Yeah, live panel on this side, over here.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's actually lit.
One of you smarty people can come in here and do this.
All right, Kemo. Because
You're up, my friend.
I think Ehlayreus still needs a couple more minutes with me.
At least, yeah.
Is it the -4 also?
Yeah, because it's a security system.
Well, I have Operation Security.
Okay.
That
Let's
one.
try it that way then. -2
Hey, you said there was lights at the second door, right?
at, well, lights on
It
the
looks
panel.
like there's power. There's power.
Jeez.
Not rolling that well tonight.
Okay, access denied. Credentials invalid.
Oh, man.
Hey, Al, you want to come take a look at this?
Kemo, use your electronic lockpick.
Or say not invalid, not presented. That's what I meant to say.
Does he get-
Alrighty. Well, electronic lockpick I will try. But first I wanted to let Al take a look at it. Too,
He's
just to see.
he's busy pulling shrapnel out of me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Door shrapnel. Okay, so access denied, credentials not presented.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Credentials not presented. It looks like you got to slide something in there or something.
No,
You're missing something.
no, we got some information, and it's not on my notes.
What?
So when I talked to the owl guy,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did talk to the owl guy. I thought he gave you something.
yeah, but I don't know if it's for this. Scott, can you help refresh my memory on this one?
It's something y'all have in your inventory. One of you's got it.
The key
Let me
card?
see, there you go.
Something about access codes.
Yeah, that was the blue key card.
Yeah, it's not in my inventory anymore. Because
Somebody had.
Well, no, because my inventory got all screwed up, remember?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all managed to grab that thing like 6 months ago, in real world time.
Oh.
So here we just grabbed some stuff and pocketed everything.
Well,
There's
there's
around then.
there's
Because if Ignacio had it, it was.
Yeah, Ignacio had that.
Yeah, so nobody knows what this thing is.
It got shot all the way through because he was just missed. Anything he had on him was gone.
Well, he was missed, and then he exploded.
Yeah, and everything he had exploded with him. And
I'm sure there's
all
still.
I found was a piece of bubble gum.
Unless his bag was in the back of the truck before we.
Well, there were things.
Yep.
They had some things that were in inventory that he didn't have with him.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I stored lots of stuff in that truck.
Yeah, because El grabbed everybody's personal stuff and threw it out the back before he ran out, and it exploded a few moments later. So,
Yeah, big dramatic moment. Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, then that would be in there because Ignacio, when he went out, he only carried what he needed for combat, and
right.
Well, what he thought he needed for combat. Let me rephrase that. Because he really liked having his gecko tape with him.
So it's probable that this thing's sitting in a bag in the truck somewhere.
Yep, but we're going to have to go sort through the inventory in the truck to figure things out. All right.
Yep.
Back to the truck.
Right.
Back to the truck.
Back to the truck.
Okay. All right, then. That's where we'll
Go
stop.
back together?
We're going to stop the session there because you're going to go back, find your key card, and possibly get some more equipment or different equipment to carry on because obviously y'all didn't bring the right tools in the first place.
Yeah. And sadly, Kemo, you need to go through Ignacio's stash.
Yep. Y'all got to go through the stash.
Well, what I'm saying is Kemo specifically needs to go through Ignacio's stash. There's a lot of tools in there that
Well, hold on. I have a lot of tools. I just can't carry them with me because I am not as strong as everybody else. So they get left in the car. I have two very good tools in the car.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there's a bunch of stuff that Ignacio got in game that's in that bag back there.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's still other stuff, too. And not in addition to what you already have for your inventory and everything, Brian. There are other things too that Ignacio, the character, had that have been brought along because nobody throws anything away in the game apparently.
Well, especially not Ignacio. But there was
weasel.
There were a lot of GM design tools inside Ignacio's stuff. That's why I was saying you want to go through it because there's stuff in there you'll be able to use because they were invented by the GM.
Okay. Well, if we can get a list of that, that'd be great.
I will have to find it.
Yeah, either find it or we'll have to build it over the next week and a half or so.
Yeah. If nothing else, then I'll try to find a decent evening, and I'll try to get with you, Scott, and we can try to build it out.
Well, I'm wide open for the rest of the month because wife's in Texas.
Nice.
Well, yeah, sort of. If you like being by yourself.
Well, unfortunately, that's where I'm at.
Well, all right. Well, let me tell you all this. Because I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I don't get to hang out with you guys very often.
Yeah.
But so Friday, this past Friday, was me and my wife's 16th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
But we didn't get to celebrate our anniversary.
Oh no.
Because it was also field day for both my two youngest ones, and they split field day between kindergarten and second grade are at field day in the morning, and the 3rd grade through 5th grade are in the afternoon, which means me and my wife were at field day all day.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And then as soon as we got home, well, then it was time for my son and I to pack up the car and head out to camp. So my son and I, we get to camp and we're setting things up. And, oh man, I'm so proud of that kid. He was a rock star.
All the pictures too.
Oh, I'm glad you saw. Hey, did you see him lined up with that BB gun? Man, he looked like a professional.
I was looking like a sniper or something. I don't know.
Right?
It's like, yeah, this guy's kicking ass.
Oh, but so while I'm doing this stuff, I get a text message from my wife because she and my girls decided they're going out for our anniversary, and the girls, not my wife, but my two daughters, chose what they were going out for dinner, and my wife sent me a picture of dinner. And I'm sitting here going, all right, I'm eating camp food, and she sends me a picture of some immaculate sushi, and I'm just sitting going, well, you suck. But yeah, no, the thing I want to brag on about my boy is that when we got there, it was time to set up our tent and everything. The other kids that were there at the camp kept calling him, trying to get him to come over and play with them, and he looked directly at them. I mean, it was impressive. He looked directly at them, going, "No, I'm setting up a tent. I'm learning how to do this. I'll come play later." And I'm sitting going, "What 5-year-old does that?"
Yeah.
And yeah, no, he stuck with us the entire time, setting up the tent and everything. And then we got to the point that, he was good to go. I mean, he went and unloaded the car, brought everything out. I mean, he did.
Yep, kicking ass, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And then, so I mean,
proud daddy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, the thing is, I was never in Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts, so.
Yeah, that's some cool shit. You get to do the camp for the first time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he did
so
well.
You rained on too?
We did.
That's part of it. Yeah. I got rained on at my first camp too. So.
But luckily it didn't rain all weekend. It rained in the evenings, and that boy was so worn out. I mean, we had a thunderstorm. I mean, that thing had some serious rumbles to it. That kid was so worn out. He didn't even know we had a thunderstorm.
Yeah, at that age, kids still running 110% all day.
Whereas me, with my old ass body, trying to get comfortable.
Hell yeah, understood.
That may be why I'm still not getting good sleep this week, because I'm still trying to recover from camp.
Mm-hmm.
But
right,
they had a thing going on Saturday that really upset me, because they had the group campfire where they do all the skits and whatnot and everything Saturday evening. It didn't start till 9:30.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm sitting here going, "This is Cub Scouts, not Boy Scouts." These kids, they're in kindergarten through 5th grade. You are way past their bedtime. And then I discovered that it was going to go for like an hour and a half, which means it's going to go to like 11 o'clock. And then they're going to have revelry played over the loudspeakers at 7 a.m. And I'm sitting going, yeah, how about no?
I'm killing somebody.
So we had our own, so we had our own little campfire, but apparently Gideon, grabbed everybody's attention because it seemed like everything he touched, except for fishing, he was a master at. He grabbed it and he took the instruction that range masters gave him, or whatever, whatever was going, and hit the target dead on first try. When he did archery, he hit the bullseye on his first shot. And I'm just sitting going, how? Because I'm sitting here watching how he's holding that bow, and his hand is just wobbling all over the damn place. And I guess he just watched for when the wobble landed just in the right spot and let go of the arrow, sunk it right in the middle of the target.
That's good.
The rangemaster was impressed with him, with how polite he was, and the fact that he actually followed all the instructions. That the rangemaster called him over and gave him this wooden toggle that on one side of it's got it's burned in on both sides, but on one side it's got the burn end of the camp that we were at, but on the other side it's got the burn end of the arrow on it. And the rangemaster explained to him that this is the toggle that he gives to the Boy Scouts, the 6th grade and above, when they earn their archery badge. And he told my son, if he holds on to this and doesn't lose it, that when he becomes a Boy Scout, he can turn it in and automatically earn his archery badge.
There you are.
So, my kid's all gung-ho about it. Oh, and he loved watching the color guard, raising the flags and everything. So much so that he's told me that he needs a uniform. He wants the full Cub Scout uniform so that next time we go camping, he can be part of the color guard.
Wow. Well, sounds like he's invested.
He's definitely invested.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Okay.
I hadn't had a chance talking about it, Scott, so,
cool.
this is my first chance.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, cool. All right. Little housekeeping. Experience for the evening, 3 points. I've already posted that online.
Nice.
You should be able to find that. So
There you go.
right now the scores for Sam is 474, Kemo 458, Biaggio 390, and Ehlayreus 413. That's what I'm tracking right now. Let me know if that's incorrect.
Sounds correct to me.
Okay. And I guess since we're talking about uniforms and stuff, my youngest daughter, Samantha, is probably going to enlist in the Army.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. I kind of expected her to enlist in the Air Force, but,
Well, I recommended that too, but the Air Force is a little picky. So, and
the Army,
Which is odd because
and
they're
the Army is not.
well, no, not really, not that picky. The Air Force, because everybody wants they always hit the recruitment goals, in early. So they're real picky.
Did she look at the Coast Guard?
No, she didn't want to do Coast Guard, and I also advised her against it too because there's a high likelihood that if she does join the Coast Guard, then she could be in the Gulf of America, as they're calling it now.
Yeah,
which is a combat zone.
it is. It very much is. You're right.
And so she's looking at military police as her occupational specialty. So
very cool.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, she really wanted to get into criminal justice. Honestly, I think it finally got to the point where she had just fucking had it with trying to struggle, pay for everything, try to go to school, this, that, and the other. Lazy ass boyfriends that don't want to do anything, or don't want to improve themselves, because I told her one day, I said, you need to get rid of this guy. He has absolutely no ambition. I mean, the guy said he's older than she is, so he's probably like 28, and doesn't have a degree. He's still working at Medieval Times as a server.
Oh wow!
Part-time. He's been there for 5 years, and still a server, part-time. is of the mind that he would never ever be able to afford to buy a house and doesn't see the point in trying. No, the guy's was going nowhere. And I told Samantha, I said, look, you've got to just fucking lose this guy. Either tell him to get his shit together or get rid of him.
Yeah, I mean,
well, he got mad and decided to break up with her because she told him she wanted him to get off his ass and make something of himself. So he didn't want to get off his ass. So there you go.
Well, then good riddance.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Oh, now, since all of us are older, I think a few of us are in management type positions. Mm-hmm. I discovered and I learned something this week that I didn't know. As much as I'm in the tech world and as much as I've been playing with ChatGPT and the OpenAI and everything, I didn't realize that this AI existed. Interviews have gotten much more difficult for me now. Because there's a co-pilot AI that you can have loaded up on your screen during an interview, and it listens to the interview, it listens to the questions being asked, and it then puts on the screen the answer to give.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that. Because, I kind of got to get annoyed with it. I was doing something on that, and it was trying to give me suggestions. Like, look, I already made up my mind what I want to write.
But the reason I found out about this because I had another guy that was in the interview with me, helped me out with because the position I'm trying to fill requires somebody that's got some Mac OS skills as well as Windows skills. And I don't know Mac OS, so I need somebody that can ask Mac OS questions.
Yeah.
Well, he was familiar with this, and he's like, I noticed every time you asked him a question or I asked him a question, he took a 15-second break before he answered. Because he's waiting for the AI to fill in the answer.
Oh, jeez.
And
he was trying to land the interview with AI, huh?
Yeah, well, and then he pointed out to me that my questions I asked, he was able to nail pretty good. But it was the Mac OS questions that he was like, yeah, those were pretty coined phrases. He was using very specific hot words and whatnot that pretty much only the AI uses. I was like, it's like, oh, okay.
Wow. Well, that's some integrity you really need to wrap your brain around, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of lucky at my job because or where we work with the county, all our positions cannot be remote. So we have in-person reviews. So all of my interviews and everything are in person.
I'd love to be able to do that, but when I'm trying to fill a position on the West Coast and I'm based on the East Coast, it's a little challenging.
A little hard.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if I was filling a position at my home location, I'd be going, no, they need to show up in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember the interview I told you about? We were trying to hire a welder, and so the guy shows up in his welding shirt.
Hey, you know what?
I mean, I understood his logic. It's like, because I asked him, I said, why don't you wear that shirt? He says, this is my welding shirt. Shows that I'm a welder. It was clean, but it was full of freaking burn holes.
But that's...
It did. It was fucking awesome.
Wow.
But at the same time, he went that effort to go, he's got experience welding.
He did. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, at least he put some thought into it. You know what I mean? I mean, at least he put some thought into it.
Yeah.
Well,
and now you know why there are warning labels on things.
But at the same time, because one of my best friends is a welder. It is impossible to mimic weld burns on a shirt. The only way to get weld burns on a shirt is by welding.
Right, yeah, I get all that, I know. I mean, okay, well, actually, probably this would have been better. I would have been impressed if he showed up in a shirt and tie, and the tie had welding holes in it. At least he's dressed for the job.
Yeah, but if the tie had welding holes in it, that means that he wasn't paying attention to OSHA standards, and he was wearing clothing that he shouldn't have been wearing while he's welding.
That's true, but it could still be done though. But it was anyway. Anyway, guys, I actually have to go to work tomorrow, even though I'm probably going to go in a little late and leave early, because that's what I'm going to do.
That's okay. It's Friday.
Yeah, and the boss is out, so I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
And what are they going to do? Fire you?
Well, they probably aren't, because I did a meeting and presentation today that kind of pretty much locked me into whatever I want to do there. I'm standing up a project management office, and we're putting together a project management dashboard in SharePoint, and I told them all the stuff that I want to do, and I got IT guys there, and everybody's there, and everybody's like, yep, north, south nods, we can do this.
Yeah, I have an interesting conundrum going on, and I think you'll appreciate this one, Scott. And then I'll sign out. But so I got one group from one side, because you know my situation with the whole thing.
Yeah. Those people are nuts. Yeah.
But so I got one side that's complaining about me using proactive problem tickets for recording proactive activities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm following I'm following ITIL standards, and they're sitting going, well, we'd like for you to find a different way to do it. Just, no, I'm not going to find a different way to do it. No. And then on the other side, the client found out exactly what efforts I'd done in North America and what the benefit of it was.
Mm-hmm.
And they're wanting me to implement my practices globally.
Yeah. Because that's what right. When you know what right looks like, and you tell other people this is what right looks like, and they're seeing it work, yeah, they're like, ooh, it's just like in the Army. They find out you're good at something, then that's what you do.
And so I've got the downside is because they're coming from one side. So now I've got one side of my company. Hey, Lewis, I got one side of my company coming at me going, hey, teach us what you're doing so we can implement it. And then I've got the other side of my company going, stop doing what you're doing. It's giving me too much work.
Because that means they're lazy. They don't want to do their job.
And I'm sitting going, dude, if you read the title of it, it says it's a proactive ticket. Just ignore it. And now I'm going to implement it globally, which means they're going to have so much more.
That's awesome. That is awesome. The service does do what they're supposed to do. Service.
Oh, no, this poor guy, he's just a reporting guy, and he's there going, you're making, 4,000, problem tasks a month. Going, yeah, what about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how many of those are actually being solved too? Because if he's just talking about the problems, how much the solution?
Well, the thing is, the problem tasks are literally proactive walkthroughs. So it's literally go check station. Is everything working? Is the cable management good? All right, cool. Next station.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be recorded somewhere.
Yep.
For compliance issues and everything else. So yeah.
Well, I mean, and when I implemented this at my location 7 years ago, because I was lazy and I got frustrated with night shift not doing anything, because I'd come in the morning and then the morning operations on the floor would start, and all of a sudden I'd be inundated with tickets for mouse not working, monitors not turning on, and half of this crap was I just need to go in and plug shit up.
Yeah.
Because somebody disconnected something. And I was like,
of course, exactly.
And I'm just like, man, I don't want to be doing this every single morning and have 30, 40 stations I got to go do little tiny things to, plug the monitor back up, whatnot. So, that's when I instituted the proactive walkthrough. And it actually altered our ticket count by so much because it reduced our hardware and network related tickets it reduced it by 60%.
Yeah, there you go.
By having proactive walkthroughs. And now, 7 years later, I've got the rest of the world going, oh, maybe we should be doing what they're doing.
Yeah, you think, right? Only took 7 years. Shit.
So,
well, cool.
All right.
That's good.
Hey.
Good to see it's working. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing, too, other good news, my daughter, Jacqueline, secured her position with Livingston Independent School District in Texas. She is now a ag teacher.
Dude, that's amazing. That is awesome.
She finally got the fuck out of Central Texas, which I've been telling her since she could leave fucking Central Texas.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so she's moving out of there. And our family's got kinfolk in Livingston, but we're not. Well, at least my side of the family's not proud of them. You know
okay.
what I mean? Yeah, if you want to look up redneck, look up Bubba Boyd and all those guys out that way. Yeah. I gotta.
All right. Well, Scott, thank you again for an amazing game session. I realize that life's been busy, so you were getting frustrated with yourself and the fact that you had some things that weren't quite the way you wanted them.
Oh, I mean, I really it's the dumbest thing though. It's because I was expecting to have, because I use Gabriel Picard's stuff a lot, and I couldn't find the door file, with all the door images, because so now I got to re-upload those assets and stuff, and it's a clusterfuck.
Oh,
I'll get
that wilderness map that you had today, the one where the map that we had with the car that had the Radscorpions and everything on it. Can you send me that map?
I sure can.
Because, like I said, I'm only taking a hiatus from the fantasy stuff, and hopefully after June, that's when supposedly, now granted, I was told February, then I was told March, then I was told April, then I was told May. But June seems to be a solid month. Hopefully after June, my workload is going to reduce quite a bit, and I'll be able to start focusing on some extracurricular activities and having stuff ready for us to play with the fantasy game and whatnot.
Cool. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I pre-created a bunch of encounter maps, and just to have on hand. And so that was one of them. And just loaded up. They've got a little bit of, the wall stuff in and everything. But yeah, a lot of that stuff just pre-made. Like, let me just throw something together real quick. And then, all I have to do is just put some beasties on it and boom.
Okay, awesome. Well, and I've still got you as system GM on mine. So honestly, if you just want to just upload it into the game, you can.
Okay.
Because I like that map, and I've got a few scenarios where I know that would absolutely fit, not for a random encounter, but for some specific encounters.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually, that would work really, really well.
Well, cool. I'm glad to help and share.
So.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Yep.
Thank you.
All good. Thank you much. I appreciate the game, and we'll see you next week, right?
Or
2 weeks.
If I can swing it. But yeah, I might try to swing it. So.
Hold on. What's the date?
A week from today.
I gotta check. I gotta check to see what the week from today is. The 15th. Let me double check the calendar.
Otherwise, it'll be a bye week, and we can do things like get those inventories straightened out and stuff too.
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping to use the 15th to get with you to do the inventory stuff from Ignacio and all that kind of stuff to have that stuff ready for the group, and so Kemo has stuff.
That's good then.
Yeah, so I'd like to pencil in the 15th for just you and me, Scott, to get together and try to make sure we got everything in line for the rest of the guys.
All right, then
2 weeks out.
2 weeks from today. So
Sounds like a winner.
yeah, and of course, and also on that day, on the 15th, and if anybody else wants to pop in and ask questions or get some things fixed up, we can do that too. So
yeah, and
all right.
Yeah, and I won't be streaming that day. That'll be a day that's going to be just for us to do some bookkeeping.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good because I'm really trying hard not to do a bunch of bookkeeping during sessions. So use the valuable time we have for adventuring.
So, all right, well then let me address chat real quick. Chat, thank you everybody that's been here. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And we got 6 people hanging out watching us. So we had a really great game. It was a lot of fun. I need to pay more attention to using shaped charges. That was a great idea, but I probably shouldn't be standing close to the impact point for the shaped charge. That was bad. Took a little bit of damage from that. But again, thank you everybody that's here, and let's you know what? Let's take a look. Let's see if someone's on. Because I'm gonna be wrapping up. So let's go visit. Oh goodness, he's still playing. Wow, he's still awake. All right. Hey, you know what? He raided me yesterday. Let's go raid him tonight. All right, we're going to go visit Saint Hedgehog. He's playing some Foundry. I love that game. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a great night, and I will see you next time.